Despite the pervasive misinformation at every level of society, science knows when a human life starts. There is and has long been a scientific consensus about this matter among the scientific experts around the world. The controversy is among lay people or among scientists or physicians who hold no academic credentials or expertise in human embryology.
When the basics of human biology are cast aside, human life is undervalued, or worse, not valued at all. 36% of young adults, 18 to 28 years old, think that a human life starts at birth. Why is there such a disastrous knowledge gap? The simple fact is that it's a massive education fail. The scientific fact about when a human being begins to exist has been known and documented for over 100 years and is even codified in the Carnegie stages of human embryonic development since 1942. Yet it's missing from almost every science curriculum in schools across the country.
I've been teaching life sciences in the middle school for over 15 years, and at this point in history, the students really have a lot of moral and ethical questions. They also have a lot of misconceptions. They get a lot of their scientific information online, and it's half-truths and it's full of confusing information for them.
When people, especially children, are confused about the value and origin of an individual human life, they are naturally susceptible to dominant ideologies that tell them that a child has no rights until after birth. In just a few years, these children could grow up to be policymakers. They'll also be voters, electing the officials that hold our future in their hands.
We're allowing students to have moral dilemmas which are unnecessary because they think that the question of when does human life begin is an open question.
We have a responsibility as medical professionals, as scientists, as researchers to share what we've learned in order for future generations to build upon that.
But what if we could take action today that will have an outsized impact on our future and continue to deliver compounding benefits? What if we close the knowledge gap that is driving this crisis of human life and help school-aged children understand the real science about when a human life starts and what it means to be a human being? Imagine what we could achieve with new state-level science education standards that explicitly address this fundamental science lesson about our own kind, humankind. It's time to extend our gaze to the next generation, to ensure future generations know the accurate, objective, embryological facts of human development. This is how we diverge from the path of death and decline and begin to build a future of hope and human flourishing.
Contend Projects is working with state governments across the country to implement new K-12 science education standards that teach the objective, empirical, scientific facts about when a human being begins to exist and the stages of human development. As these standards are being approved, we need top quality resources that teachers can implement in their classrooms. We are producing something that has never existed before, a world-class K-12 science curriculum that features the biological science of human embryology and the Carnegie stages of human embryonic development, with videos and materials that vividly address human development, along with resources for educators and parents to help them effectively teach our children the truth about the human life cycle.
Teaching our kids about the true science of embryology and human development is one of the biggest gifts that we can give them.
If a child is given the truth from the very beginning, helping them to understand where life begins, how life develops, then they will truly be able to evaluate all of the information that they're given in life through that lens.
These children, our children, are being misled today, and they will encounter serious personal decisions that depend upon them knowing that a human embryo and a human fetus are actual human beings with a truly human nature.
Producing a series of this nature requires substantial support from people who believe that it's worth it to invest in our children's future. We have already developed, tested, and verified the curriculum, secured top media partners, and are in discussions and the planning stages of implementation with many states right now.
What we've seen is that the students really engage with the curriculum. They like the lesson plans. They get excited about learning about human embryology, and it really brings that unborn child to life for them. They can see that right from the moment of fertilization, we're talking about a human being.
We ask that you join with us to bring these new, critical science education standards and resources to your schools and homes. Please visit contendprojects.org to learn more. Thank you.